Bosnia and Herzegovina in the dark blue, kicking from right to left in this opening half. This uncharted territory for them. Their very first time in the knockout stage on this, their second World Cup appearance, and they have an early throw here. The USA have lost 7 of their 8 previous knockout matches at a FIFA World Cup. It went behind, in fact, for a corner. So an early opportunity there for Bosnia and Herzegovina to stun this largely USA-supported crowd. It is a very crowded 6-yard area this ball will be presumably delivered into. Plenty of heads go up for it. And the USA grateful just to clear that one away to safety. There's an off-the-ball collision there. Referee says play on. Bosniak just lets that one roll. Early touch there for Stepan Medelic. Here's Alabegovic. Vasil. Straight out of play from the goalkeeper, Nikola Vasil, who's kept goal in all 3 matches. He played every single minute in World Cup qualifying as well, so unless there was an injury, there was never going to be any doubt as to whether he'd be starting this afternoon. It has just gone 5 o'clock in the afternoon, local time here in California.
A couple of minutes as well so far, hasn't it? It's been 3 minutes so far in this FIFA World Cup for the USA to start very brightly. However, it's Bosnia in the opening few seconds that was forcing the issue. And at the corner, a decent ball into the box right under Fries's bar, only just dealt with by the USA.
Serginho Dest trying to find a way through. Sheer numbers told there against the man who plays for PSV in the Netherlands. The USA have taken the lead in all 3 of their group matches, and all 3 of those goals have been inside 11 minutes, although 2 of them were own goals. Freeman. Richards. Here's Tim Ring, the USA captain. Robinson on that far side. Freeman. So much hype in the USA ahead of this game, but the old maxim applies, I think, here. Play the match, not the occasion.
Very much so. Lots of expectation on this US men's national team. They've already worked their way into a bit of rhythm now, dominating the ball. This is potentially what we're going to see for large patches of this game. Bosnia and Herzegovina showing that they've got the fortitude to navigate the group stages and get themselves into this round of 32 for the very first time.
Great chance here. If the shot can be unleashed from distance, it can from Pulisic, and that will go behind for a corner.
Well, he's generally the man who's needed to get United States fans open off the seats. Those injury issues that he's had to work with over the course of the group stages. Hopefully have really settled down now, given the fact he's starting this game.
Pulisic. Dedic just ahead of him. Šunjić is there as well. Easily cleared. Nobody forward though for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Tyler Adams. Ream lays it wide. Little touch there from Weston McKennie. Robinson. Pulisic. Robinson again. Taken down by McKennie. Looking to get this ball across, and he's won another corner.
Been bright, haven't they? The USA, Weston McKennie getting himself forward. A nice little find by Anthony Robinson. He's got real pace down the left-hand side, and the type of engine that will see you or see him get up and down during the course of most of the game.
Dest offering the option of a short corner. Malik Tillman is the man who will take. Bit of bumping and barging in the penalty area, which the referee will keep a close eye on. Tillman's corner. Just away there by Gigovic, who looks as though he's got a blow to the head as well. And the referee will halt play, which he has to do.
Like a very heavy thump of the ball, wasn't it? I don't know whether there's a slice of it an American player's head that bumps into the top of Gigovic. So got it to safe distance, didn't he? That little near post hole.
He's back on his feet. This is the 7th FIFA World Cup finals match that Bosnia and Herzegovina have played. They have not kept a clean sheet. Not in their 3 group games in 2014, and not in their 3 group games this year either. Freeman. Their way through for Dest. McKennie. Looking for the figure of Balogun, who got those 2 goals against Paraguay. USA taking the lead through an own goal against Paraguay and against Australia in their opening 2 Group D matches. It's Weston McKennie. I saw him on local television earlier today being interviewed by a puppet, which was rather surreal. Referee eventually blows for a decision in the USA's favour.
We're generally happy with what we've seen so far. Maurizio Pochettino was a little bit spiky, wasn't he, after the Turkey game, even though they'd guaranteed their progression. Huge changes for the team. Obviously ended up with a defeat to a team that had already booked their plane ticket home with a dismal set of results in their particular group.
In his defence, though, Maurizio Pochettino opened his media conference yesterday by apologising to the assembled media corps. Reed. Pulisic. Taking it away from Gigovic. Robinson on that far side. Pulisic. Richards. Up front for the USA. Miller and Balogun hasn't had a touch so far. He's the only player on the pitch not to have felt the ball in the opening exchanges. Dest trying to come away with it. Kept in play just by Tillman. Wins the throw. Challenge comes in from Kolasinac. Reed. Diagonal ball looking for Serginho Dest.
It's a good idea, isn't it? And the ball once again that does miss out. Balogun up top, but Sergei Barbarez, they've got a real stellar manager with a huge history, of course, as a player.
17 goals in 47 international appearances for the former Bosnia and Herzegovina striker and captain. Nice turn from Malik Tillman. Balogun. Tillman trying to find a way to the goal line. Just took it a touch too far.
Good defending as well, isn't it? You see a player driving into the box. Maharovic needs to make sure that he stays on his feet, doesn't go diving in. Create a question for the referee to answer.
Oh, the long ball forward. Dzeko will have a go at goal. Fisted away by Freeze. Terrific goal kick forward. Alabagevic wins a corner. What a chance that was for Bosnia.
There's a great round of applause there from Dzeko. Maharovic absolutely smashing the ball out of his own 6-yard box all the way to to the striker. Look at that wonderful build-up play, bringing a teammate into the attack. And Dzeko. Strong first save of the day needed from Fries.
Second corner then for Bosnia. Good Gigovic on the edge of the area. Can't quite see him there, but I tell you, he's in space, just inside the penalty area. There he is on the right of your picture, in case the ball falls to him. He's going to have more words. Bosnia have scored 5 goals at this World Cup. 3 of them have come from corners, and this one's a curling-in swinger, punched away by Fries, called into action for the second time in the matter of a moment.
Very surprised there, didn't he? The American goalkeeper. Not whether he's asking the question of the referee about players being on top of him, but almost bent under his bar.
Dedic with the throw. Medelic. Alabagavic. Away by Guharamovic. Fries, the goalkeeper, making just his 18th international appearance today. It's been Matt Turner, who's on the bench, out of the goalkeeping position. Turner, who started all 4 of the USA games at the last FIFA World Cup in Qatar. And they reached the round of 16, only to lose 3-1 to the Netherlands. Haji Wright, who's on the bench tonight, scored the goal.
Well whipped in, another very good corner. Maybe not losing it in the sunlight or the trajectory of the ball. Matt Fries getting the ball eventually to safety. Doesn't really fill you with too much courage when you see your goalkeeper flapping at one such as that.
This comes in from Dzeko on 3 by Daesh, 78.
My next port of call, a collective tally of the ages of the players on show. Vastly experienced, of course. Plenty of time spent in the English Premier League as well.
Bremer. McKennie. Richards. Dest have made a run on this near side. Wasn't utilised. Here he is, though. Reed. Pulisic. Adams. Bremer. Here's Dest. Out by Kolasinac.
He's known as for being uncompromising, Kolasinac. It's just a very, very cheap one to give away. Dest going away from goal. Plenty of numbers, plenty of blue shirts around him to make sure that there's no real jeopardy in the moment.
I mentioned that the USA got 2 own goals already in this World Cup. Kolasinac scored an own goal against Argentina in 2014. Sense there's an air of expectation amongst the home supporters as this free kick is whipped in by Tillman. By McKennie. Dest. Nicely played. Robinson with a little pullback. Gallagher.
Really nicely constructed, wasn't it? Tillman's original ball into the box with no real pace on it. However, the USA did win it back. Given how quick Robinson is always going to get on the end of a ball to make it a better one than it seems. Gallagher not really in the game as such, is it, at the moment? You can tell, but by the way, his tentative strike there, well wide of Brazil's goal.
game of header tennis at the moment. Please. Reed. Robinson, Balogun wanted it played ahead of him. Instead it's Tillman. Towards Dest. That should be the goalkeepers, and Basil able to gather with relative comfort.
That's the right idea. Dest once again showing how eager he is to get forward. Reflecting what we've seen thus far. The USA dominating possession.
It's nicely played. Alabegovic. Through it goes the USA's way. Taken quickly by Adams. Balogun. Well, in the same way that we said that both teams have got to play the match and not the occasion. Balogun. Can he find a way through? That will go out for a throw. Bosnia And Herzegovina are quietening the USA fans to a slight extent. The president, Gianni Infantino, in attendance today. Who's behind him, incidentally, three giants of the American football scene in Randy Chastain, Alex Morgan, and Kelly O'Hara. McKennie, couple in the middle. Oh, that could have gone in. It's been pushed away by Basil, and it fell onto the head of Robinson. So close.
It's brave all round, isn't it? Basil is the man that throws himself towards the ball as he comes towards his goal. McKennie, not by design, it ends up being a half-decent ball because he just pumps it into an area where nobody's going to get on the end of it. There needs to be more nuance to it than that. You've got to pick out a teammate. It's the knee in it, isn't it, of Robinson into the head of the Bosnia And Herzegovina goalkeeper.
Well, this will be a huge concern for Bosnia And Herzegovina because their two backup goalkeepers, Martin Slomcic, has 3 international appearances to his name. The third choice goalkeeper, Mladen Jukas, is just 18 and he's not yet represented his country. This would be a massive blow for Sergei Barbarez and Bosnia And Herzegovina if Vasil is unable to continue. But he certainly took a hefty blow.
One of those ones as well where he essentially couldn't prepare himself for impact, given how close Anthony Robinson was. Gives the coach something to think about as he's in deep conversation with his skipper, Jacko.
Of course, with concussion protocol, the medical team will take as much time as is required. Thumbs up though. So, Slomcic will have to wait to see whether he will make his first FIFA World Cup appearance.
Second role as the goalkeeper. That's Buxton now talking to his skipper, Tim Ream, about what he's seen in the 20 or so minutes. Good side though, up and ready to go.
Look though, as though there was a bit of a bump coming up underneath his left eye, almost like a boxer. If that continues to swell, you wonder whether that might cause a few problems with his vision. It's there under his left eye. 0-0 if you have just joined us. The USA in the red and white, Bosnia and Herzegovina in the all blue. Richards. This Freeman. Adams. Chris Richards, US Soccer Player of the Year last year in 2025. Des. Reed. Robinson on that far side. It's towards Tillman. First touch just took it away. Is that going to be a free kick or a corner? It's a corner. Bosnia were rather hoping there that Tillman had found the defender.
Really well there, Tillman, because to all intents and purposes, that looks like a bit of a shove, doesn't it? It's a grasp of his shirt as well, though. What the officials have seen and sanctioned a corner.
Ream is forward. Richards is forward. Freeman is forward. Freeman who scored against Australia. Curling inwards. One-handed punch away.
Not the worst corner you're going to see. Whipped back towards Basile's goal, but very confident punch from the goalkeeper who seems to be fighting fit.
Cut out though by Anabegovic. Just bounced over Robinson, and Richards had to come to the rescue as Bjurnovic was just looking as though he might get on the end of it. Miroslav Pjanic there, watching on. Freeman. Gallagher. Can he get away from the defender? He can certainly find Robinson on that far side. Pulisic. Down muscle there by Nikola Kartic.
A good run forward again, though, by Tillman. Just on this side. Tyler Adams is there and available to make sure they can pump forward.
So we go to the hydration break with the teams level at 0-0.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
A safer Ontario means playgrounds with no drug injection sites nearby. It means fewer cars being stolen thanks to more police officers and prosecutors. New jails so criminals stay behind bars. Public spaces without encampments. And bail reform that protects our neighborhoods. We're making every corner of Ontario safer to make all of Ontario safer. That's how we protect Ontario.
Going back home for the games?
Oh, I wish. Hey! Across the pond, please.
Sorry, mate. Don't go south of the river.
Easy. Let's go.
Hey, we're playing hockey here.
Not anymore, kiddo. This way to the stadium. Everything's intact with Visa. Lovely skill to get out of a tight situation, and now kind of a full run forward. Just look at the way he turns the defender and gets away. He just couldn't quite get hold of that one. What an occasion. What drama here for these fans. It's a goal.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
Well, afternoon in California. Blue blue sky up above. Crowd thoroughly engrossed in what is being played in front of them. But we haven't had any goals as yet in this round of 32 fixture. The winners to face Belgium in Seattle in the round of 16. And just up to the eye there of Nicola Basil. In a way, that hydration break probably came at a very good time for the goalkeeper, because he was able to have ice applied to that facial injury. Basil towards Dzeko. Dedic. No look back heel to keep the ball alive. Back goes Kartic. Basil. Gigovic. Two upon him almost immediately. Gigovic able to come away with it. And he was fouled in the process. Well, you can see what Robertson thought.
Yeah, the fullback's not happy, is he? Gigovic hitting the deck. It's a boot on top of another boot, isn't it? Given how lightweight the footwear is at this FIFA World Cup, it's always going to be a sore one when an opponent puts his body weight down on top of your toes.
And that'll be a sore one as well. Challenge came in from Demirovic. And it's left Freeman in a bit of trouble. And he's back up on his feet now. Ream. Adams. Richards. Dest. Won the title in the Dutch Eredivisie for the last 3 seasons. With his club, PSV, Serginho Dest. Kenny. Freeman. Kenny's crossfield ball, pinpoint accuracy to find Richards on that far side.
As fluid as Mauricio Pochettino would want it to be at this moment in time. Yes, they've had plenty of the ball. No attempts on target as yet, though, from the USA.
Remember, they scored the opening goal inside the opening 11 minutes in all 3 of their group matches. 2 of those were own goals. They all count. Away by Ream. Touchdown from Milharovic. And Begovic. Pulisic. Balogun, that was a lovely little pass there from Pulisic. Balogun, he's got Dest in the middle. Pulisic as well. Balogun goes down. He felt he was caught. The majority of spectators inside the stadium felt he was caught, but the referee says play on.
Quite adamant as well as the referee. Balogun hitting the deck with what he felt to be contact. Nicely timed for a great ball by Pulisic, just to put him away down that left-hand side. And it's more about where the arms are, really, I think, rather than the actual feet. Even though he's pointing to the little shimmy, fronting up his opposite man. He's hoping there's a touch. Balogun is wanting there to be contact, and there isn't.
They are having a look at it, but not officially as yet. That's why we haven't restarted play. Check has been completed.
It's been a real feature of this FIFA World Cup, and especially given our experience here in Santa Clara, some very decisive officiating being done. Obviously, each official's got their own way of approaching a football match, but these have been very well marshalled games indeed.
That is another free kick. Well, you can hear the reaction. Probably a good 90% of the spectators in this stadium are right behind the USA. But those that are here supporting Bosnia and Herzegovina certainly making their presence felt. They're largely housed behind the goal that their team are defending in this first half and behind the technical area. It's down to the right of the halfway line. That's it. Rabovic. McKennie. Balogun in space. Can he turn and finish? He can! However, the flag has been raised on this near side. The assistant puts his flag up, and it will not count.
He did seemingly have an awful lot of space here, Balogun. Just straight, hasn't he? His left leg pushing itself towards the edge of the 18-yard box, and I don't know whether that's by look or design that he's been caught offside. Eager to get turned, to get the shot off. Too eager, it turns out.
It remains 0-0. It's Dzeko. Tillman. Robinson. Tillman has stayed down inside the centre circle. He's now getting back to his feet. Robinson's ball in. Balogun that time surrounded by a trio of defenders. Gigovic.
Movement has been chalked up for offside, quite correctly so. Given what we've seen, it'll give Balogun a bit more confidence to be more actively involved in this game. Not used as much as he would have liked so far.
His 30th international appearance. Following Balogun. He has 11 goals for his country now. Dest. Davidovic. Davidovic on the ground there. This is a replay that'll show us.
It's extremely clear, isn't it? Balogun sensing the space and wanting the ball into his feet as quickly as possible. However, that gap that was left was one that he strayed into in an offside position. Back and finish, undoubtedly. To no avail, though.
What was interesting was that the assistant's flag in that near side at the bottom right of your picture there was raised already. He was obviously of the correct opinion that it was offside. He gets it away.
Seen too much of that man in recent moments, have we, Pulisic?
Christine Sinclair, one of the world's best ever players in the women's game from Canada. Seen her score some magnificent goals at previous FIFA Women's World Cups. Incidentally, it is Canada Day today, so I'm sure Christine Sinclair has been celebrating today along with the rest of Canada. Maharovic. Danic. By Freeman. Begovic. Looking to work that one forward, gathered by Freeze. 25 minutes now since their last attempt.
Got the feeling it would settle into that particular rhythm, didn't we? The USA, as they've done so far in this FIFA World Cup, starting or wanting to start matches as quickly as possible, keep the tempo high, the pace and the play very much to the fore. His opening couple of minutes did belong to Bosnia And Herzegovina, however, it's now settled into the USA dominating possession. Still not a run of clear-cut chances. It's truly testing Nikola Vasil.
There's the momentum. It tells a story.
Much momentum without too much jeopardy so far. Yes, there's been a disallowed goal. You get the feeling that 3-stroke back 5 for Bosnia And Herzegovina. More than happy to soak up a bit of pressure.
McKennie's ball forward. Dest. McKennie. Going to curl that one in. Freeman's going to have to chase. Freeman steps away from Alabegovic. Tillman. McKennie. Balogun in the middle. Pulisic. It's just too long for him. Robinson. That will go harmlessly behind. Balogun felt he might have been bundled over in the area. And he's rather frustrated.
Good ball back from the box by Anthony Robinson. Clearly the crowd aren't too happy with what is going on. I think both players have got hold of each other. Is it enough to send Balogun to the ground? Absolutely not. Is it ever going to be a penalty? Categorically not, no.
You can see the view that the referee had there, unimpeded. Vlasic. Almost worked through to Demirovic. McKennie. Balogun. Pulisic in the middle. It's not going to reach him though. You get the feeling that Bosnia and Herzegovina have looked at some of the performances of other teams at this FIFA World Cup and said, well, they can do it. They're strong at the back, so can we.
There's plenty of teams that have adopted that. There's a difference in the collective talent of the squads. Maybe it's seen to be a slightly soft one, but it's breaking up the rhythm of what the USA are trying to settle into.
A touch up from Dzeko. Nicely played infield, and it might drop here for Gigovic, but I don't think he was anticipating an error there from Robinson.
Didn't read at all the fact that Vicente Robinson was going to make a hash of it, understandably so.
Pulisic. Robinson finds Tillman. McKennie. Robinson will chase and will keep that ball in play. Faced by Dedic. Tillman. With a little back heel, Pulisic. Across the face of goal. What a wonderful piece of football that was.
Nobody making the right run though. It would have peeled away. McKennie was on his heels. Dest was on his heels as well. Balogun have got to the near post.
Richards. Freeman. Little touch from Dest. It's been out of play though.
Wonderful play, wasn't it? Improvisation with a little back heel. Pulisic, the man driving towards the 6-yard box, has a little look up. Balogun's there. No one else. McKennie's hanging out. Dest is at the back, not doing anything.
Chip forward by Shanic. Richards. We're into the last 5 minutes, plus additional time, which there might be quite a bit because they've had the hydration break and the injury to Vasil. Freeman. Balogun. Support from McKennie. That's a foul by Ivamovic. He can't see why. The assistant on this near side immediately raised his flag.
I understand the frustration from Ivamovic about not being the most robust challenge that sends Balogun to the floor. I think that's what his coach is saying as well.
Everybody back for Bosnia. Tillman and Robinson behind the free kick for the USA. Tillman towards Balogun.
It's the second free kick we've seen from Tillman, which has just been tentatively chucked into the near post. Mauricio Pochettino sat with his staff in deep conversation. I'm sure he'll be relatively happy with what he's seen so far. Yes, the Slav goal, which was correctly ruled out. Early bright start by Bosnia and Herzegovina, which they managed to quash. Just after that, it's the lack of real clear-cut chances for the likes of Balogun to really test Nikola Vasil.
3 attempts for the USA, 1 for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Vlahovic. Kartic. Denic. Denic again. Kolasinac. Alabegovic. Have to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Vasil. Nikola Kartic. We've had 9 round of 32 matches so far, and only 2 of them have been 0-0 at half-time. Herzegovina looking to just keep possession. Probably here they are frustrating the home supporters. Green. Adams with a little flick. Tillman looking for Balogun. It might fall for Balogun. Bothering Balogun. Benefiting there from a fortunate touch of the Bosnian defender. But the USA are in front. They lead 1-0.
Well, it feels like it's from absolutely nowhere. We were just talking about Bosnia and Herzegovina enjoying a spell of possession. He was then casually tossed forward to Edin Dzeko, nowhere near it, which meant that Tim Ream could quite easily just mop it up. Tillman again finding himself in a nice spot. The pass that he actually tries is practically impossible. There's no gap for it whatsoever. The gap is then created with a little touch, an inadvertent double assist, isn't it? 2 blue shirts knocking it into the path of Balogun. He's had 1 disallowed. This one's pretty similar to the one that was disallowed, looking for that bottom corner. But he's deserved that bit of luck. He's worked his socks off, not had too many clear-cut chances, kept running, kept leading the line for the USA. It was a pass that was diverted twice, which found its way at the feet of the USA striker. Happier now that that one's been given.
Five additional minutes to be played at the end of this first half, and probably a bit more now after this clash. USA's first attempt on target in the entire match. With the clash.
Certainly been combative in this game, hasn't it? Very much what Tyler Adams' MO is, the physical side of the game, mopping up, keeping them ticking over at the base of midfield.
It's his third World Cup goal. It's the second touch here, but it's the decisive one.
It's inadvertent, isn't it? It's a ball that's played onto Mohamovic with no idea really where it's going to go. Ends up between the legs of the goalkeeper as well.
The first touch appeared to be at pace. The second touch just stopped that ball's momentum, and it just fell perfectly for Balogun.
That's the real irony that Bosnia and Herzegovina will be feeling. Without those touches, that ball is getting nowhere near Balogun at all.
Well, there was concern for Basil earlier in the half when he received lengthy treatment. Tyler Adams is the player down for the USA. Receiving attention from the medical staff. Flattened into there, wasn't it?
And of all the people that are going to take you out, and Dzeko is possibly one of the bigger physical specimens on the Bosnian Herzegovina side.
So will the USA have to make a change just before half time? Balogun's goal. Timed at 45 minutes. As it stands, the United States of America will face Belgium in the round of 16 in Seattle, but of course we have a long, long way to go. 3 goals in 3 appearances at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Adams back up on his feet. Have to go off, of course, having received treatment. He hardly played any of the additional 5 minutes at the end of the first half when play was halted. So what do Bosnia and Herzegovina do now?
A game in which they started brightly. The odd occasion that you've seen any Dzeko on the ball, Mohamovic as well next to him, but they've been nowhere near serviced enough to really, truly make any dent on Freeze's goal.
Begovic.
So the player as well, capable of the spectacular, isn't he, that's needed to get into this game.
Radenic. Gets that ball forward, caught late there by McKennie. Got back up to his feet though, the Bosnian defender. Tillman. McKennie. That should get their first cartage, and does.
Composed play once again by the USA to play themselves out of trouble. Kartic is the man that gets back to mop up because the ball was hit with just a little bit more on it. Pulisic was going to be able to get on the end of it. The USA, though, wanting to manage this game to the interval.
Richards. Reed. Pulisic. Went through a gap that was closed off by Dedic. Pulisic appearing to ask whether that challenge was worthy of a yellow card. A reminder that any yellow card picked up in the group stage should be wiped out.
Also, maybe a reminder as well that it's up to the referee's discretion to make sure that those types of situations are addressed without the need for the question from the player himself.
The USA would love a second goal before half-time. Bosnia And Herzegovina desperate to prevent that. Towards Freeman, just a little too high for him. Good team play though on this near side by Alabegovic. Bosnia might regret that. Pulisic. Pulisic again. He's got support left and right. Away by Muhamovic. Robinson. And again. Begovic there with it, but not for long. Pulisic. Turned into trouble. Adams. A little header down from Dest. And that was so close to being goal number 2. Balogun again.
This is wonderfully constructed, isn't it? Dest working his way on the shoulder. If anything, he hits it too much into the ground, which takes the pace of it, bouncing high towards Balogun. It's a game now it feels the USA really enjoying. Just doesn't connect. Comes off his shin, if anything. I thought it should be finding its way into the back of the net there and doubling the USA's lead.
Muhamovic. USA might not necessarily want the half-time whistle to be blown. Complete opposite for Bosnia. Now there's a bit of afters here as players tussle for possession. And the referee will just have to sort this out.
Get to the stage of this match where everyone could do with a half-time break just to settle everybody down. It's quite clearly a head injury, hence the fact that the referee's got to stop the game. It's a knee into the face, isn't it? Tyler Adams has just had one himself with his confrontation with Edin Dzeko. He should know all about the fact that it's a head injury and the play's got to stop. It's just the afters. Klassenac putting in his physical 2 pence worth as well. McKennie just trying to calm him down.
Begovic, the player who was down.
Not happy, but it was completely innocuous, wasn't it? He's just doing his bit just to say, just calm down. He's a young player with a lot of potential. He can be quite fiery though, can't he?
18 years of age. Alabegovic. Loan at RB Salzburg in Austria last season from Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. Oh, not kept in by Freeman. That is half-time. Following Balogun's goal on 45 minutes is the difference between these two sides in this round of 32 fixture. Bosnia and Herzegovina have it all to do in the second half against one of the three co-hosts. It's the USA 1, Bosnia and Herzegovina.
¿Ese es el equipo? ¿Qué tiene el equipo? Hace 30 años que no quiero.
Ok, dicen que tiene un primer toque increíble. Esa nena dejó la defensa una vez tan maría que le salió hasta pajarito en la cabeza. Y este tipo, siempre con la misma.
He's up next. He's up next.
Ganan o se van a casa. Y ellos nunca se han ido a casa.
Ustedes son los chicos invencibles.
And with more insights, you always know where your money's going.
Turns out I'm terrible at soccer. So let's switch back for the second half.
Come on, I'm not good at it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I can't share screen right now. I'm clicking it and everything.
I got you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dennis. Sorry, am I muted?
We also deliver.
Perfect.
Do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
Really?
You're right, who gives a... It doesn't matter what you call it. 90 minutes is what matters. The odds matter. The next goal. The same game parlay. When you bet matters. Soccer or football? Move on. Because the beautiful game has a million shifting factors. Canada's premier betting destination for the world's game. Bet with Sports Interaction.
He said, beaming around at them. Ron pulled out his own wand. The club flew suddenly out of the troll's hands. Stupefy! There was a blinding flash of red light.
Harry Potter, the full cast audio editions. Listen on Audible.
It's my party, you're invited, and all your friends too. You don't have to knock, you can come by. Welcome to my house.
If you're looking for the future of football, it's gonna be me. Capaz que no sabes quién soy todavía. Pero pronto lo vas a saber.
That's cute. I'm gonna be so big. I won't even be able to walk down the street.
The future is already here. Next starts now. How often do you get to cheer for Canada on home turf? How bad is it? Oh, no! I'm so sorry.
Foreign Balogun has the only goal of the game at the midway mark. The United States leading Bosnia and Herzegovina by a goal to nil. And Balogun now has 3 goals at this World Cup. This is the Coca-Cola halftime. Belgium awaiting the winners of this one. 5 shots for the US, 1 of them on target. And Balogun now has 12 goals in 30 caps. The Monaco man had scored twice against Paraguay in the opening game of the tournament. And he strikes today 7 goals now in his last 13 caps. The United States with the better of the chances in this one as we welcome you back inside our Bell Media World Cup studios in Jackpool Plaza in downtown Vancouver. We talked a lot about Flo Balogun pre-game and the impact that he has made to this US side, maybe being the difference between what they had in 2022 and getting them to that next level. And his movement and his play up top have been superb again today. He deserved the goal, didn't he, Stevie?
He really did look, he worked extremely hard. He was USA's best player in my opinion, and he was just all over the place. He makes this run so often that it's so impressive to watch because they're always looking to try and find him as well, and it doesn't quite get to him from the initial run, but he does excellently well to adjust his body and to eventually put it in the back of the net. So lovely stuff, wasn't it? The defenders know where he's trying to go, Atiba, but it's difficult to stop because he's so quick, and his timing of the run is always excellent.
Yeah, that's right. His timing is amazing. I mean, if he's not making that run, that all that chaos is not really going to even happen. So the fact that he's always looking to get in behind them, it's so difficult to defend. It's the worst for a defender, and he's very comfortable finishing with his right foot, left foot. We've seen on the offside one that he put in the back of the net. He can finish, you know. It's a perfect striker. That's the kind of striker I love playing alongside, Kev.
It's his reaction as well, isn't it, to the double deflection, isn't it? He reacts so quickly, gets his shot on target, and he was a threat, Luke. He was an absolute threat throughout, and we highlighted it before the game for the quality he brings, but he's absolutely the US difference maker, I feel,
Came through the youth system at Arsenal, didn't quite work out for him there. He had a great loan spell, scored lots of goals in France in the top flight with Reims, and then obviously made the permanent move from Arsenal to Monaco. Balogun has been front and centre, but the US have had plenty of opportunities, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've been the best side, and Balogun front and centre, as you say there, Luke. But there's been a lot. I've actually liked Weston McKennie. I've been a big admirer of McKennie for a long time. I think McKennie, with his runs forward at times, with his passing ability, it's been all one way, to be honest with you, this game. Bosnia have had very little in terms of final third entries and attacks themselves. This was Pulisic here, who's probably been a bit disappointing really throughout the half, but overall the US have dominated possession, and when they've got to the final third, maybe it's the final ball, Stevie, that's just let them down in key moments. But again, it's Balogun, the one that's finding himself in positions, and it's himself that's making the runs, that's continuously getting the chances.
Yeah, I'd say that, Kev. A little bit of quality either through the final pass or the finish has been the one thing missing, because some of the play here has been beautiful. That's great play, and then it's careless of Timo, isn't it? He's going to just roll it across the front, and can there be some better runs there, maybe from McKenna or even Dest coming in at that far post, but it's been relentless from the US. They've been really good. He should have scored that one as well. Balogun doesn't quite get the connection. It's been relentless, hasn't it? It's been constant attack, running forward, passing forward. We've said it before. It's key to how well they've been in this first half.
That's right, Stevie. They're putting everything together. You know, they've been very well in possession, but they're also creating a lot of chances. They're getting players into the box. They look like a complete team right now, and they've been playing in a bunch of different matchups throughout this World Cup, but they look like a really good team, and they're getting it done for now. Yeah.
Bosnia's best, maybe I wouldn't say opportunities on goal, but their most forward play was actually early in the game, wasn't it? They seemed to come out and try and hit the US early.
They took the kick off, they played it
straight forward.
They put it right forward in the box, they won a corner, and then they put that corner right into the top of Matt Fries, and they kind of set the tone, but they've pressed a little bit as well, Kev. I think as the halves went on, they've been paying back a touch more. This is the kick-off. Look at this, big up and under there, and we know what they're about. Off Richard's head, and out for a corner, and then you know where this is coming. It's coming right into the area, and actually it's dangerous. They're kind of lucky, USA, to get that one out. It's a long ball again from a goal kick, Kev. We thought it was offside, realised it was from a goal kick. And Dzeko finds his partner Demirovic, and then it's second phase, and it's just a percentage way of playing, isn't it? Get it in the box, test defences. This is one that nearly goes in direct from Ali Begovic. Hoisted well off, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was, though, Stevie. It was more on just percentage football, as you say there. If you get it forward, this is the strength of Bosnia's side. When you're getting crosses, when they go going forward into Dzeko. Dzeko's not an awful lot, it has to be said. He is looking like he's a little bit laboured at times as well. He's not having any really involvement teams in the game. But that is the way in for this game for Bosnia. They have to continue to play the same way, I feel, to get chances.
You're right, Kev. I don't think they have the quality to be building up. They got to know their qualities, or you can get in an early cross or really take advantage on your set pieces.
It's just the second time the US has taken the lead in a World Cup knockout game. In fact, they only have one win in World Cup knockout rounds prior to this today. They're hoping to get another one tonight and move on to the round of 16, where they would face Belgium. Belgium winning earlier on today with the latest goal in World Cup history. 125 minutes. 5 minutes into stoppage time at the end of extra time, when their winning penalty went in. Second half action on the way. US leading Bosnia.
What if bubbles are what makes flavor pop? What does a rainbow taste like? Can jerk chicken be a burger? And what if tomatoes were always in season? There's more to discover in the PC Insiders Report. Every 4
Purchases with the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite Plus card to earn Scene Plus points faster and take your tradition to new places.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but we don't have enough lace for the game.
Let's go to the store then.
We cannot go in there. It's too packed.
Hi, how you doing? We're having an awesome viewing party, and if you had lace, you can come with us.
Chips? No lace, no game.
Yeah, no! Try to get the last card.
Welcome. Grab the door.
Le football war nation.
Elle serait la plus grande du monde.
Si el fútbol fuera un idioma,
الكلام ده فضاء بيكون ركن من أركان الأمر.
Não importa onde estejas.
no matter who you are,
La pasión al fútbol pertenece to the biggest team on the planet.
El fútbol une al mundo.
Football unites the world.
Right now on TSN.ca and the TSN app, we've got even more World Cup news, highlights and reaction from across the tournament, including Belgium's incredible come-from-behind win over Senegal. Don't miss a minute of the action and keep up to date with your favourite teams with TSN.ca and the TSN app. Another big day at the World Cup coming tomorrow, including games in both Toronto and Vancouver. It all starts with Spain against Austria at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. And then it's Ronaldo against Modric down by the lakeshore. Portugal, Croatia at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. They'll be hosting that show from inside Toronto Stadium. And we'll be with you from BC Place to end the day. Switzerland taking on Algeria, 11 Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Following Balogun's goal has the United States in front. This, the reaction from the watch party in Washington, D.C. Second half is next.
Say hi to the Lees and their newest family member, the Kia EV5. Gordon has a lot to do and appreciates looking great while doing it. And Sophia is sporty, very sporty. When she's not on the field, she's gaming on it. All 5 get what they want in the EV5 and a little more. Kia, movement that inspires.
No! And also,
Charlie's having a friend over.
Oh, we brought chips.
Just a few more kids.
Enjoy.
you know we can see you, right?
Teens might not care if you protect your home, but we do. Claims-free homeowners save more. Just one of many ways TD Insurance helps you save. It's how we're making insurance more human.
Come celebrate the FIFA World Cup at McDonald's. For limited time, score a second collectible cup for free with every FIFA World Cup meal.
Teams are making their way back out at San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. United States leading by a 0-0, courtesy of Foreign Balogun. We'll get you to the second half with John Roeder and David Prott. Sergei Barbares will be very concerned, you would think, that Bosnia had just one touch in the USA penalty area in the first half. The USA, in contrast, had 19 touches inside the Bosnian penalty area. No changes to either team in terms of half-time substitutions. The United States of America, if you have just joined us, leading by 1 goal to nil, and the red and white kicking from right to left. Bosnia and Herzegovina in their first ever knockout match at a FIFA World Cup finals in the all-blue. Bosnia and Herzegovina might be reassured by the fact that the USA have won just only one of their last 21 FIFA World Cup matches against teams from the UEFA Federation. 7 draws, 13 defeats. Their only win, 3-2 against Portugal in 2002.
Well, the key thing that needs to happen really is to get more of their four players into the game, isn't it? Demirovic and Dzeko up top. Not really had that much to feed off. Dedic down the right-hand side. There's potential to get forward and provide some form of weaponry to the two forwards going in the opposite direction. Quite clearly a way of playing for the USA down the right-hand side of the pitch that they totally dominated. Looking to do the same again in the second half.
Better from Kartic. Balogun trying to get there, beat in the air there by Mihajlovic. Cut out by Reed. Demirovic looking to get in behind him. Reed again, the USA captain. Pulisic. Foul. Taken quickly. Balogun. Hustled out of it. And the referee says play on. As Bosnia pick up. Dzeko. Find a way forward. Spread to this near side. And Malik Tillman. Cut out though by Dedic. Over the touchline on this near side. Both sides look as though they are looking to make a strong, fast start to this second half. Pulisic drives it into the middle. The header is behind for a corner from Kolasinac.
Quite clear to see what the USA want to do in the opening exchanges. Get the ball down, get it played, keep the tempo in the match. Kolasinac just asking the question potentially at the back post whether, from a refereeing point of view, was there anything to say? Particularly, it's a chance though for an early corner in the second half. Robinson to whip it in.
Robinson then to take this corner. Bosnia have got everybody back. Better towards Richards. Punched away by Vasil. Good drop here for Reed, but the goalkeeper gets there first. Can't clear it upfield quickly though, because there's nobody there in the blue of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Dzeko. The oldest outfield player to play in a FIFA World Cup knockout match, and in Dzeko. Played by the head of Robinson.
Moving amazingly well there is Dzeko, just right there in the centre circle, gesturing over to the bench, maybe that his race is run.
Nice turn. Should be cut out though by Dedic, and indeed it is. And the ball's being played out of play on this near side because Dzeko is in a bit of trouble here. And could this be end of the match for him. Dzeko, who was substituted off just past the hour mark in both of his starts at the group stage. There might well have been a plan for him to come off at that stage anyway, but this is a little earlier than anticipated. Lasinac takes over the armband. And there is plenty of activity down below.
Well, it's all during the course of the second half. As I said, limited to little touches of the ball in the first. Quite clearly a monumental player, both domestically and internationally. 40 years old here at a FIFA World Cup.
It's going to be a double change. Esmir Bajraktovic is going to come on, as is Ermin Marmic. Marmic, who's got 2 goals already, both as a substitute, scoring against Switzerland and Qatar. So Dzeko is withdrawn, and so is Gigovic. And also coming on there is Benjamin Tahirovic, the number 6 on the left of your picture. He will replace Šunjić. So maybe these changes made a little earlier than Sergei Barbares would have liked. So double change then in midfield. The change up top as well. Marmic coming on the right hand side. First involvement there for the newly arrived midfielder, Tahirovic.
It's impressive, like Marmic actually gets forward and really helps out Demirovic going forward. As you said, Dzeko brings so much to the table from an experience point of view, but that real mobility for a 40-year-old, not quite there.
Freeze. Plenty of distance on that clearance. Just headed away by Muhamovic. Adams. Robinson. Yeah, the defender should get there first, and does. Muhamovic. Balogun was breathing right down his neck.
That's been the case, hasn't it, during the course of the game? He's got his goal. Balogun led the line really, really well. A couple of times he's attempted to potentially sway the officials into making a decision. However, such is part of the striker's armoury to be able to cover so many bases.
Touch from Pulisic. Nicely done there from Tillman. Balogun. Chasing Blaine.
They enjoy playing with each other, don't they? Tillman and Balogun looking for each other every time the other has the ball. Balogun playing on the shoulder, the last Bosnia And Herzegovina defender. So more than happy to try and search out those little pockets of space.
Valerie Balogun's goal, the difference between these two teams. Free smack header, away by Richards. Bajraktovic with the ball back. Kartic. Radenic. USA throw. Certainly Barbares there was named as somebody or other, because it was mentioned in the pre-match media conference as the best dressed coach at this World Cup. He said, well, I'll accept that. With good grace, I'm here to represent not only myself and my team, but my entire country. That's why I like to look smart on the touchline. His team are going to have to look smart on the pitch.
I think there's quite obvious physical stature. I would be surprised if anyone said anything to the contrary in that particular vein. Makes Pochettino cutting a little bit more of a relaxed figure. Relaxed as well, given his side a one-up in this game and dominating proceedings.
Kartic. Long from Radanic. Hung in the air a little bit there. Robertson's clearance. Dedic. Omar Dedic. Berektovic. What arriving in the shape of Kartic, who goes for goal. Just saw there that Freese was a little off his line.
An awfully long way out though, isn't it? Kartic just accepting that potentially there were better options for him when he had the ball at his feet.
It was his first attempt since the 10th minute. We are just about 10 minutes into the second half. You have to wonder as well whether that might be the last we see of Edin Dzeko on the international stage, winning his 151st cap. Ream.
A real pleasure, isn't it, about seeing players such as that in the flesh. We saw Granit Xhaka here at the stadium in Santa Clara. Record cap holder for Austria, huge part of what they've done. Dzeko absolutely the same for Bosnia And Herzegovina.
73 goals in 151 appearances. McKennie. Cleared away by Muhamovic. Dedic. Lasinic.
It's the key part of the game now, isn't it? Because you look at what the USA are doing. They're not going hunting the ball again. They're just waiting, reserving those bits of energy that may be needed as the game wears on. It's very much Bosnia and Herzegovina's time to try and force the issue. Passes such as that, Mauricio Pochettino, Anthony Robinson, more than happy with.
Robertson's throw, looking for Balaga. Tillman. Adams. Pulisic. Took here by Alavenkovic. Barbic making a run ahead of him. Clipped off the heels of the substitute. Danilovic. Muhamovic. Dedic. Muhamovic. Radanic. Kolasinac drives it into the middle towards Demirovic. Ream was there to clear it away. And the USA might be able to break now. Pulisic screaming for it in the middle. Still coming though, the USA, but Dest can't find his colleague.
It was great work up to the last touch of the ball. Pulisic was probably just a little too far away from him, pulled down on this left-hand side. vital intervention though at the other end by the skipper Tiveri.
Tahirovic. They just content to let Bosnia and Herzegovina have possession. One attempt on target for both of these teams so far. Robinson's little knockdown. Pulisic. Robinson. Adams. Balogun. Robinson is there. Feels for handball. Referee says play on. He very clearly demonstrated what happened and his reasons for it.
And he's absolutely correct. See the players in blue shirts just stopped to make sure that they told the referee exactly what they thought. Keep going. Whistle's not been blown. He could have quite easily won the ball back.
Pulisic. Now that is a painful one for the defender. It's Muhamovic who is down. His ankle turns underneath him. Oh, that is a nasty looking one, isn't it?
It's a double whammy really, because Balogun, I think inadvertently drags his boot down the Achilles and then lands back on top of him. Very, very sore one indeed. So what the Bosnian and Herzegovina players were screaming for, as was the manager Sergei Barbares.
It's not only Muhamovic who's in trouble. Balogun there, you can see. He's also receiving treatment.
It is a rake down the Achilles, isn't it? Muhamovic not remotely happy at all with that. You can see the obvious agony that he's in.
Well, the VAR, as you can see, are checking a possible red card for that challenge. And the referee is coming across to this near side. The Brazilian official will have a look at the monitor. Rafael Klaus. He's going to have a look at this, no doubt, from a few angles. In consultation with his colleagues in the VAR control room.
It's a Balogun boot that's searching for ground. It's not searching for an opponent's ankle. Yes, that looks terrible. Can't see the intent in that. Collateral damage that comes with a contact sport.
Let's see what the referee makes of it. Here comes the decision.
After review, the number 20 United States Committee seals foul. Final decision is red card.
There's the reaction from the USA supporters. There's the reaction from the USA players. Following Balogun is sent off.
It's a look of disbelief, isn't it? Balogun from hero to villain during the course of this game. A goal that separates the two sides. It's a challenge, isn't it? From Muhamovic. which is quite obviously a very, very, very painful one for the Bosnian Herzegovinian defender. However, a lack of intent. I don't know where his foot's meant to go. Balogun there when he's trying to find the turf, gain a bit of stability with his movement.
3 goals for the USA, including today. But that red card means a suspension. Should the USA manage to go through to the round of 16. 10 against 10 at the moment now. Vuhamovic is back on. Balogun has had 4 of the 5 shots that the USA have had today. 4-4-1 it looks like now for the USA, with Pulisic at the moment playing as the 1. Can Bosnia and Herzegovina take advantage of their one-man numerical superiority?
Pulisic is going to spend a lot of time in the minutes between now and whenever the final whistle is on his own. When the ball gets up to him, he's going to have to be able to release a bit of pressure, hold the ball up.
Oh, a mistake from Reed. Demirovic almost capitalised. Freeze behind it, but did that rather take Demirovic by surprise?
Well, the reaction of Tim Ream, the American skipper, was to say, just calm down, as much to himself as to anyone else. Because that's what it's going to need now from Mauricio Pochettino's men. Clear heads, calm of thought. Nothing too histrionic in their reaction.
So in a way, they've got to bury any displeasure that they might have had with that dismissal of Balogun and basically get on with it.
Been and gone, hasn't it? Decision's been made. Can't be changed. It'll be debated, I'm sure, across the different camps. But for now, it's about those 10 players that are left on the pitch for the USA.
It's the 11 from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Turn in from Alabegovic. Kolasinac can't find a way through. Radenic. Mamic. Tahirovic. Kolasinac. Little flick forward. Half away by Freeman. Berektovic puts it across. He's behind it. From the substitute. This the 3rd match of the day in the round of 32, and in the previous 2, the winners have come from behind to take their place in the round of 16. Adams. Richards. Going through there for Freeman. There might be now. A terrific battle. Bosnia and Herzegovina come away with it. It'll be picked up by Robinson. Caught by Danic, in the opinion of the referee. And we will go to the hydration break. The USA, 1 goal ahead, but 1 man down.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like 1 topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
Here goes. 1, 2, 3. Take the pitch with FanDuel's new footy features. Bet all 120 minutes and get early payouts when your team goes up too. Live betting lets you celebrate every strike. And with FanDuel's new Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. At FanDuel, every score means more. North America's #1 sportsbook and casino. FanDuel, play your game.
Play for the Ultras? Game over.
Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra Zero.
The world is changing, but with every challenge comes a chance to build better, stronger. We're investing in ourselves, buying Canadian, prospering from our resources and critical minerals. Our plan is to create jobs, build affordable homes twice as fast, break down barriers between provinces, and expand global trade. This is our moment to build a strong economy by Canadians for Canadians. A message from the Government of Canada.
If I eat poulet rouge every day and change like one topping each time, how long would it take to taste everything? Centuries?
A huge remainder of this match. How does Maurizio Pochettino approach this? Does he make substitutions? Does he continue with the 4-4-1? To Bosnia and Herzegovina, make changes, send on an extra striker perhaps. We shall see as it will all unfold in front of us at the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium. It's the final chords of Living on a Prayer from Bon Jovi ring out. Some USA fans might be doing exactly that. They're not halfway there, they're 3/4 of the way there. But the USA will face a massive challenge now from the Bosnia and Herzegovina side, who have that one-man advantage and will look to make the very most of it.
It's a huge next portion of the game, isn't it? Intrigued to see how both head coaches approach this. There have been changes made going forward for Bosnia and Herzegovina, not quite rattled anything of Reese's cage as yet. Going forward for the United States, Christian Pulisic will be on his own, trying to hold the ball, trying to release a bit of pressure. Will his race be run at some stage and fresh legs needed?
Matthew Wright made one substitute appearance in the group stage. He might be in the thoughts. Maurizio Pochettino. Chase on here for Beraktovic. Want to go past Robinson. Corner. And forward come the big defenders, looking to get on the end of this.
A couple of corners that we saw in the first half, but of a very, very good delivery. Anthony Robinson just debating as and when the final touch occurred.
Plenty in that 6-yard area. Rebegovic. Here to Beraktovic. Shot from Dedic, charged down. Here's Marmic. Beraktovic. It was cut. And the goalkeeper playing a freeze. Robinson. Looking for Pulisic. Dest. Bit of space opening up in front of him. Wide to Freeman.
right at their desk, nothing too much ahead of him to look for. Freeman giving him some support down the right-hand side. Worked all the way across now to the left-hand side.
Pulisic. It's too far for McKennie. Changes for Bosnia and Herzegovina, as we've seen there, Gianni Infantino, who took in the match earlier today in Atlanta. Gianellis behind him, the FIFA Women's World Cup winning coach when she was in charge of the USA. Changes there for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Lasinac and Katic are the two players going off. Coming on in their place, Amar Memic. Maris Tabakovic. Tabakovic, you'd expect, will play up front. Indeed, that is the position he has taken up. Beraktovic. Rahamovic. Here's Mamic. Tahirovic. To Mladelic. To this near side to Memic. Begovic. Good block. But it is the Bosnia and Herzegovina supporters who are on their feet. They feel that their side might well be in with a good chance of getting an equaliser.
Just going to be an exercise in defending and communication and concentration from the USA's point of view. Tabakovic coming on, marks his way right between Richards and Ream. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Mimic down his right-hand side, he looks to get forward and put balls into the box.
USA will always be looking though for the counter-attack. Pulisic, and there's going to be a card to follow as well. Oh no, the referee was just pulling something out of his pocket. A ribbon or a piece of material.
Certainly part of what Christian Pulisic's got to do between now and the end of the game. Hold the ball up, alleviate pressure, invite the contact. It's great if he can buy a foul. Obviously even better if he can carry it further up the pitch, but this eats into any form of momentum or rhythm that Bosnia and Herzegovina are going to fall into, much to the coach's displeasure.
Mirovic becoming the third captain of this match. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Again, the rather anguished cries there of Sergei Barbares. The USA were just winding the clock down there by their delay in play. McKennie, the chipped in saw inside and turned in from close range, but the flag is up on the far side. It will not count. And for the second time in this match, the USA think they have scored, but are foiled by an offside flag.
Once again, the build-up play from a team that's got a numerical disadvantage was brilliant. Insightful, incisive. Great back heel from Tillman there, getting the reverse from McKennie. The question maybe, does it come off a Bosnian Herzegovinian defender?
If it did, Christian Pulisic has just made it 2-0. However, we have restarted the match, and it remains a single goal lead for the USA. Beraktovic taken out of it. Fierce reaction down on the Bosnia technical area. It's going to be a yellow card, I think, as a result.
Sergei Barbares is going to have to calm himself down. It's a terrible example that he's setting towards his players. It's cool heads needed for both sets of players here and officials. That is completely unacceptable.
He continues. Robinson. Good turn there from Dest. He felt his shirt was pulled, and it was. To a huge roar from the USA supporters, and it's a card as well.
Looking very feisty, isn't it? Radlick's not happy with the decision made by the referee. It's quite clearly a tug on the shirt of Dest. If he looks to go on the half turn, that's as clear a yellow card as you're going to see at a FIFA World Cup.
And it gives the USA the opportunity from the resulting set piece to double their lead. Stepan Radelic is shown yellow there.
Key question here, isn't it? Given the forays forward are becoming more sporadic, but the USA's look to make sure that they don't give away any gaps, so they don't expend too much energy, because it's one hell of a shift they've got to put in with a man down. Can they double it from here? They've certainly got the quality on the ball.
Who's going to take this free kick? Robinson and Tillman stand behind it. Adams is there as well. Might well be Malik Tillman, who's the man who's measuring out his run-up, as you can see. Could it be a left-footed attempt from Robinson? It is Tillman, and it's in! If this stadium had a roof, it would have just lifted off. A second goal that the USA desperately wanted, and they have been given it by Malik Tillman.
Well, it's a knuckleball that's not remotely pretty, but my word, is it effective. That moment of concentration from Tillman, the understanding that the strike's got to be true. It's up and over the wall, it moves a bit, not a lot. The other man looking to get down to his right-hand side. Just doesn't at all guess or read where the ball's going to go. It's not in the corner, but I tell you what, it's in the back of the net, and the USA do not care one shot.
Two attempts on target from the United States of America. 2 goals as a result. And suddenly, all around us is red and white. The 6th goal direct from a free kick at this FIFA World Cup. And the USA keep up their record of having scored at least 2 goals in every one of their matches so far. High-hanging ball, freeze will gather. They scored 4 against Paraguay, 2 against Australia, 2 against Turkey, and now 2 against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bassett.
Certainly the type of game, isn't it, that these thousands of USA fans flocking to Santa Clara today to take it in. Everyone's been well entertained so far.
Down by Dest. Now it is throw everything forward for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Which, as we know, might well leave gaps at the back for the USA to exploit. A 3rd goal, surely too much. Famous faces looking on and enjoying the spectacle. Former Turkish player. He and his brother spent many years playing in Germany. Bebic. Ibrahimovic. Well, in the match immediately preceding this one, Belgium were 2-0 down, but not long to go. Scored twice late on to send the tie into extra time. And Bosnia and Herzegovina do the same. Green with the header clear. It's going to be wave after wave, you would think, of blue-shirted attacks. Bebic drives it across. Well, that was very, very confident indeed there from Freeman as he nonchalantly chested it back to the goalkeeper, who has stayed down.
The reason being, Demirovic jogs past him and makes contact for absolutely no reason here whatsoever. A shove in the goalkeeper's back. I don't quite think he touches his head, which is what Reese is suggesting.
It does bang quite heavily there into the ground.
Just a welcome contact from Demirovic.
Who says, get things moving again.
It's a very cool piece of play there by Freeman, wasn't it? Inside his own 6-yard box, chesting it back to his goalkeeper. 2 down, 2 up, sorry. A man down, and with the reinforcements on the way.
And here come the changes. Serginho Dest is the first to come off. Sebastian Berhalter comes on. There is his father, Greg, the former USA international and indeed former head coach, was head coach at the last FIFA World Cup of the USA. Ricardo Pepi is coming on for Christian Pulisic, who gets an enormous cheer. And the other change, it's just the 2.
Discussed earlier on about what toll it would take physically on the players. Dest has been up and down the pitch. Pulisic has been holding the ball up. Those players that have come on have got to mirror exactly what's been happening. Pepe up top is going to give them an outlet. Got to make sure that the USA don't sink back under any form of pressure and invite it onto their 18-yard box.
For the home supporters now, with a considerable amount of additional time, you would think, to be played, every minute is going to seem considerably longer than that. But they have the cushion now of that 2-goal advantage. We saw in the very first match in this stadium, Switzerland 1-0 up. Qatar got an equaliser with virtually the last kick of the game. There's the momentum of the match. It very much is with the USA.
Same part about it is you can see where we're sat taking the game in both head coaches, animated, kicking every single ball with each and every one of the players.
Ibrahimovic. Away by Ream. He's done that so often in this match. Tim Ream. Ibrahimovic lays it wide. Towards the giant figure of the substitute. Terbakovic turned back across. And away by Tillman. And a chance maybe to break. But Pepe's run forward is halted by the referee's whistle. Well, they're on Delic. Pepe obviously trying to stop a restart happening quickly.
Well, they're going to be doing everything they possibly can to eat into the momentum of whether Bosnia and Herzegovina really do try and ramp up. Freester came flapping between himself and Chris Richards at the back.
If they can get a goal back, Bosnia and Herzegovina will have real hope that they can get another. Free kick floated forward by Marmic. Not cleared that far. Plenty forward still in blue. Delic. This time it's Robinson's clearance. We go into a minimum of 10 additional minutes. More than enough time for Bosnia and Herzegovina to score 2 goals. More than enough time for the USA to get another, to surely put the result beyond doubt.
Unsurprisingly, that number greeted with disdain from the USA fans here in the stadium.
Vuhamovic. Delic. Try again. Vuhamovic. Delic. Placed by Freeman. Good space here for Vuhamovic. Beraktovic. Away by Richards. The USA can get it away from their own penalty here and release the recently introduced Ricardo Pepe. Bosnia might well be in trouble. Begovic! He's claiming a corner. Not going to get it.
Now, Matt Freese is in discussion here with his defenders because he wants them to get closer. The fact that he was stood still makes me think that he didn't quite understand where that ball was going. This was the ball into the box where he came out to try and claim something, but got underneath Chris Richards, who then blocked the follow-up shot.
Vuhamovic with the defensive header. Robinson. Pepe. McKennie. Berhalter. Little space there for Adams. Face on for McKennie. He's kept that ball in play, but surely committed a foul. Indeed he has.
It's not the worst foul to give away, is it, on the opposition byline? But that midfield trio of Tillman, McKennie and Tyler Adams, absolutely tireless. Working, of course, with a man down for quite a hefty while in this second half.
The United States of America hold on to the advantage they have. They will be winning 3 matches at a FIFA World Cup for the very first time. Reached the round of 16 in the last 3 FIFA World Cups. This, of course, an expanded one, but they were on the verge of reaching the round of 16 yet again. They come through a tough round of 32 fixture. Pepe. Adams. Pepe. Adams again. Tillman. Goes down, gets the decision.
It's just brilliant play. Brilliant play with regards to how they're trying to hold up possession, keep the ball. A numerical advantage is something that's going to take its toll on the legs of the likes of Tillman. He's been superb, as I've said. But the build-up play, the keeping of the ball between himself and Pepe and McKennie. Adams as well chuck him in.
And all the while, the clock is ticking down towards full time. McKennie is coming off. Gio Reyna is coming on in his place. Reyna, who scored against Paraguay. Reyna, like Berhalter, son of a famous USA international. Claudio. Ball played forward. Pepe. Played by Muhamovic. Not cleared that far. Freeman.
Don't quite think Pepe knew exactly where it was, because that was a really serviceable opportunity that came out of nowhere.
Two balls on the pitch.
Kenny that's just gone off again. Going to overstate just how big a shift he's put in for the USA today.
Tillman's goal, the 50th scored by the United States of America in FIFA World Cup history. Dedic. Had to find a way through. There was 3 against 1 there. They've absolutely worked their socks off, the 10 men of the USA, since the dismissal of Balogun. He's onside here. Tillman. He's not going to get there first, though. Basil quickly out to clear the danger.
Brilliant play once again, though. Very much on the counter-attack, the USA, soaking up a bit of pressure, but the ball forward is one with real quality.
The 3 joint hosts of the 2026 FIFA World Cup all look like they are making the round of 16. Canada are there. Mexico are there. And the United States are nearly there. Berektovic. Radenic. Tahinovic. Cross comes Ream. Pepe dispossessed by Memic. Dedic. Marmic goes for the low shot and it's only just wide from Ermin Memic.
The fact that he kicks just across this means that Freeze is momentarily nonplussed with where the ball's going. Just veers at the last moment, doesn't it, away from the American goal. Zipping through. Perfect playing surface we've seen here in Santa Clara. We've spoken about the midfield for the USA, but Robinson, Ream, Richards, Freeman, the back 4. They've kept Demirovic quiet. They've seen Dzeko off. They've been exemplary so far.
Marmic. Options left and right. Tabakovic to his left. He goes for goal himself. Having just gone wide on one side, he's just gone wide on the other.
The frequency will be worrying. The distance out perhaps takes the edge off it a bit. Nice little pocket space that he finds himself in, isn't it? More than happy to run with the ball, given how fresh he feels coming on as a substitute. That's what it means, though. This is what's at stake.
Into the last minute, although we may have a bit of time added on to the minimum of 10 minutes. But all around us, the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium, the United States of America supporters are preparing to pay homage to their team for their performance today. They've knocking out Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnian fans have played their part as well. But it's the end of the road for Sergei Barbares. But the USA will go marching on.
It's been a masterclass really from that man's team. How to deal with going a man down and getting through to the next round.
A goal in each half from the USA. Fowler and Balogun on the stroke of half-time. Malik Tillman making it 2-0 after Balogun had been shown a straight red card. It's heartbreak for Bosnia and Herzegovina. But for the United States of America, the dream continues. Their World Cup ambitions very much alive. USA 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina 0.
So now it's Belgium in the round of 16 for the United States. Balogun and Tillman with the goals, and they were impressive tonight, weren't they, Stevie?
They absolutely were impressive. They were right at it from the very beginning. They played some really good football. Maybe the final ball and the final finish was a little bit wasteful at times, but the intensity, the relentlessness of the play, I thought was very impressive. They were obviously buoyed on by this huge crowd in Santa Clara, but they're good. They are good. They've got something about them, Kev, and they're riding a bit of a crest of a wave at the minute, and they really saw Bosnia off with these.
Yeah, they didn't really blow them away, Stevie, but
they did blow them away, actually. They just didn't get the goals.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. They played very well. I think Balogun up front, I think McKinney in midfield, I think Tillman was excellent. There's a number of stars within this side that can hold their head up today and say, yeah, we're putting a good performance for our country, because I think coming into it, I maybe questioned them a little bit to see where they were going. But overall, they were dominant. I don't think Bosnia had anything to match them in any department really today. And overall, the only negative for them is just the red card for Balogun that came on. Teams.
Yeah, exactly. I think he would have been important for them going into the next game, of course. But yeah, again, the US looked really good today. We said it earlier. They put in a full, complete professional performance. They should be really happy about that game today, and they move on to the next round. They've been in really good form from the start of this tournament.
A victory for Maurizio Pochettino's side. It is only the second knockout win for the United States at a World Cup, the first since 2002 against Mexico. TSN Player of the Match is presented by BMO, official bank of Canada Soccer.
I could have given this to a few players, Luke, but I'm going to go for Malik Tillman. Lovely second goal, great free kick. He didn't have as much of the ball as, say, McKinney, but he had some really key touches, and obviously that finish just settled the nerves a little bit when they were down to 10 men and they only had the 1-0 lead. So he's the player of the match.
So the United States moving on, and they will now head back to Seattle, where they played their second group game, as they'll take on Belgium in the next round of the World Cup. So if you see on the left side of the bracket, bottom left there, the USA against Belgium is set. The other thing we got to find out today was that England are moving on after beating DR Congo today by 2-1, and they will play Mexico at the Azteca in the next round of the tournament. Electric Play of the game is presented by Hyundai. Next starts now.
Well, the game didn't end particularly well for this man, but I felt overall he was such a threat, and it's Florian Balogun. Excellent goal from him at the end of it. As I said, a threat throughout, but this was the moment that got the US up and running today and got them over the line, I feel, in the end. Excellent performance, but that was my moment of the game.
Plenty still to come as we look back on the day's action as Canada Day wraps up here at Jack Paul Plaza in downtown Vancouver. The celebrations continue.
FIFA World Cup 2026 on TSN is presented by Hyundai. As a proud partner of the FIFA World Cup 2026, Hyundai is driving the game and the world forward. Next starts now. FanDuel Sportsbook. We all speak footy. Bell, don't miss a match on TSN with Bell 5 TV. and enjoy premium HDR visuals at home. Bell 5 TV. See the difference. And by President's Choice. Make every day more rewarding. Score PC Optimum points on game day essentials. Possible lives here.